Hi Jose, sorry I didn't get this to you yesterday, but here's a quick video just to sort of let you know really what your next steps are in My Lead System Pro. And then, when you've done this, let me know and I'll shoot you over another video if you need some more help. That's absolutely fine. So I'm hoping that you've clicked on the start here and you've been through your sort of startup steps. What I recommend, because you're a mastery member, I recommend you go through all the university steps, and then for the mastery steps too. I mean, you go through them, but if anything in any of those steps is a bit confusing, because I think, to be honest, I think there's too much in there. I think there's a lot in there, and I think it can confuse some people. And I'm not trying to say that you're easily confused. I know I would have been. I just think that there's just so much in there thrown at people who've maybe not marketed online before, which was the position I was in when I got started, and so it can be a little bit overwhelming to go through them and kind of try and do everything all at once. However, they're very useful. Go through, listen to the videos, go through the training. There are some things that I don't think you need to do necessarily right now, like you don't really need to buy your own domain name yet. When it says to go onto social media and sort of send people your link, I don't think you need to do that yet, especially if you, on your Facebook profile, for example, if you're even on Facebook, but if you are, your Facebook profile might not have anybody related to business, so it's really not worth sending, friends and family your MLSP link, because they won't have any interest in it. So that's another step that, I'll leave it to your own judgment. If you have people in your sort of on your page or on your profile that are business related, then by all means send it to them and just explain carefully what it is, and that it's very helpful. But otherwise I would just skip that step. The rest of it is very, very useful to go through, just to get an understanding of what My Lead System Pro is all about, and really about attraction marketing and how attraction marketing works. And on my blog I have a couple of posts which also help to explain attraction marketing. I have a new domain name for my blog. It's now AngelaHardyBoswell.com, so you could visit AngelaHardyBoswell.com, and if you type in the search attraction marketing, I've done a couple of blog posts to sort of explain how it works as well. So that's your startup steps. And then if you've already done that, then I think the next thing to do really is to go into this training tab here and scroll down to marketing strategies and click on the marketing strategies, and it will bring you over to this page. Because what you need to do next is you need to think of which strategy you are going to learn how to use. Now, there are so many that it can, the thought of learning to do all of this stuff can be overwhelming, and it's completely unnecessary. All you need to do is learn one strategy. So you can see there's lots here. You need to think of what you think best suits your personality, best suits what you already know how to do. For some people, for example, it makes sense for them to do Facebook marketing because they're on Facebook all the time anyway. They know how to use it. So it just makes sense for some people to start with Facebook marketing. The same with Instagram. Some people are already on Instagram, so it makes sense to kind of start with Instagram. However, if you're somebody who, maybe you like to write, then, something like blogging would be a good place to start. If you like to jump in front of a video camera, then video marketing might be a really good place to start. There's also paid marketing. So, that's great if you want to get maybe some fast results, but remember you do have to pay for when you use any paid marketing strategy. Obviously it involves paying. But you know, they can be very powerful and get you some quick results. These prospecting trainings, these are good for anybody, because you know, if you're in a network marketing company or any company really, you're going to need to talk to people, and these trainings are really good. This one, call your MLSP leads today. This is really good to get other people to sign up to MLSP with you. So go through that training and just listen to what, I think it's Bill Pesco Solido, what he says to say to your leads. And then there are some additional strategies down here as well. So this is your next step really. Have a look in here, see what the different strategies are, see what they involve, see if you can think of one. You only need to do one, which best suits you, your personality, what you already know how to do. Once you have an understanding of it, and you're ready to move forwards, the first step, a good place to start actually, is to click on these links. Let's say you chose Instagram marketing, and there's already training in here. See, there's already over 2 hours worth of training in each one of those tabs. So it's a great place to get started. And another really good place, once you know what you want to do, is to go back up to this training tab, go down to the training library. If you click on that, and then you know, there's training on everything you could ever imagine in here, because you're a mastery member. So you can type in, let's say it was Instagram, go, and it will bring up, you know, see, I think it's April's done all of these, 5 trainings. And if you were to go through those 5 trainings, you'd have a pretty good understanding of how to use Instagram to market, to generate MLSP leads or lead an MLSP, which you then convert into your own business. That's the whole idea behind attraction marketing. You're offering a solution up front, which is My Lead System Pro, that gets you those leads, gets you those people to talk to. And then once you've spoken to them, they have an understanding of My Lead System Pro, they understand that it is a solution for them. They might become a member of My Lead System Pro, they might not, but either way, you can then talk to them about your business. And, you know, people thank you for that. And they begin to know, like, and trust you a lot faster than if you're trying to lead with your own business in the first place, where people just see that as selling up front. Whereas with, you know, using My Lead System Pro, they don't. They see it as offering a solution up front. They're more likely to listen. So I hope that's been helpful. That would be my advice for you to that's sort of where I would start, and then get back to me when you know what you're going to do. You have a bit of training under your belt. Okay? All right. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.